Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, everybody?
All right, so I know we got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about tonight, right?
We do, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we can start with this if the page will load. There we go.
Okay.
So this was kind of an interesting story that apparently Disney is trying to buy the shares of Hulu that Warner Brothers has currently.
Yes.
Which I guess would basically, obviously would push Warner Brothers out of it completely,
Yeah.
but would, I guess, give Disney like what, 60%?
Well, they own 30 now, which I didn't even know that. I didn't even know they own 30% of Hulu. And with the merger with Fox, they're getting another 30%. So they technically will be owning 60%. And they're trying to get Warner Brothers 10%. Now, the only other percentage that's left is NBC, which is 30% that they will not give up because NBC has tons of their stuff on Hulu. And they make money from that, So this is interesting. And this explains a lot as to why Runaways is on Hulu, right? And there's other stuff that they're talking about bringing all the characters from Netflix on Hulu. And it makes sense why. I mean, things really got toxic with them in Netflix, huh? I mean, they wouldn't allow them to show any movies anymore. They didn't like whatever. And then Netflix retaliated, I guess, and just canceled everything.
I think it was more like a preemptive thing because they know that Disney's going to have their own streaming service. So I mean,
but they hurt their own profits though in the process, though, don't they? I mean, that's.
I guess, yeah, but
those shows were successful, though.
I guess they really don't want to give them any free marketing.
I guess.
That's probably where they're coming from with that.
Do you think that Netflix looks bad in doing that compared to Disney? Or no, I think they do.
I don't think they look too bad because I can understand where they're coming from. Where like they don't want to promote a competitor's stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but still, that was their joint thing. That was their, I mean, hey, Vaughn.
Hey.
So, so I guess Disney is just growing more powerful with 60% of Hulu they own, with another 10% they're trying to get from Warner Brothers. That's amazing.
I mean, if they get it from Warner Brothers, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you think Warner Brothers would give it up? I mean, they have their own streaming service, would they?
Warner Brothers? I don't think so.
Yeah, they probably won't give it up. Yeah. And there's another related story to that, too, kind of, with Hulu. The Bones thing.
Oh, yeah.
I heard about that.
Yeah. So, like, this is what we do in this day and age. These people that have successful shows, and when they go into the streaming service, they rip off the actors. I mean, that's a lot of money that they owe to the main actors.
100 plus.
Over 128 million, right? Is it 174 or is it 1? It's up there.
It's 178. Yeah.
178 million. They made mad money from that show. 178 million. That. Once this passes,
that show was not.
Things will change dramatically forever for everybody. Because you know what? These actors do need to gain money from this stuff. Because why should these corporate people make like hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, and these actors are getting older, say they don't do any work? They should be able to collect checks.
God dang, man!
I mean, that's insane. That's insane. I mean. They're getting a profit. They don't need to do that. So now that looks bad with them because it casts Hulu in a negative light. And Disney kind of gets cast in a negative light because they do own a percentage of Hulu. And they don't want no negative publicity now with this merger and everything. So
this more so looks like a thing against Fox, though.
It is Fox, though, totally.
Yeah,
it's 100% Fox. But still, shame on you, Fox. That's gross.
Can you expect nothing less from Fox though in this day and age?
I don't know what they're gonna get a lot of money from Disney. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, how much money can you have? Like you're that greedy. I mean, this is opinion. I'm just my opinion. It's not fact. I don't need to get sued by Fox. But I don't know. All I know is now we have another article related to Fox, right?
Oh yeah, strap in everybody. The Alien animated series. I guess it's now a digital series.
Yeah.
That they were talking about as the watch portion of the Read Play Watch marketing campaign for Alien lately.
Mm-hmm.
I guess apparently it's going to be a recut version of Alien Isolation.
With added stuff. Like they're going to make it, they can't just make it just that. They have to add a whole bunch of stuff to it.
I don't even know why the hell they didn't just, why not make a whole new thing?
Because they're not, I think they're not allowed to, Chris, because of the deal with Disney. Because Disney is getting Alien and Predator.
I'm pretty sure they could have done something new. I think this is just them trying to say, hey, we have this, and this was really popular, so hey, let's just do it again.
You think so? Yeah.
I really do, yeah.
I don't know how to feel about Disney taking over all of these stuff. Disney needs to just sit down somewhere and concentrate on what they have first, and then worry about everything else.
I'm worried that in some cases they're going to ruin some things.
Oh yeah, they are.
I mean, I know I don't agree with everybody on this, but I don't like what they're doing with Star Wars. So, and then it goes to like other stuff too with Marvel, like with the Captain Marvel thing. I don't know, but I don't know how the hell they would do Alien. I mean, if James Cameron did it, okay, but even then, I don't know, because we're waiting for a Terminator trailer, which I think is what, any day, right, Chris?
Man,
I heard about the trailers hitting soon.
I want them to just cancel it.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I don't even want to see it.
I don't know. I'm worried, man. I'm worried. Just because your favorite person gets the thing back doesn't mean it's going to be great. That's another thing. All these guys are getting older, and what they do, how would they do in their youth compared to now? It's like, I don't know. Which it brings up a funny thing. It's like, remember we kept talking over and over about Halloween?
Yes.
And Carpenter, like, right? And that whole thing about they had that bad, or it's not the bad thing. They were arguments with Rob Zombie, right? And the purpose of making the Halloween was to kill Michael Myers, but then they gave him money. And then he's like, nah, he's alive. But then Blumhouse, out of turn, and remember how they saying, well, if we make a sequel, it's only going to be one, right? Blumhouse is like, oh, we're planning 10 Halloween movies.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the lawyers are like, excuse me, we don't have the rights to do any of them. It's like, oh, we're screwed. So they can technically go anywhere and make a Halloween movie, I guess, without Blumhouse. So that's interesting. How they're making a movie, but they're not making a movie. My God. So anyway, what else is going on? Anything follow up from Captain Marvel?
I haven't heard anything recently about like any new Netflix stuff or excuse me, Rotten Tomatoes. Why did I say Netflix? Rotten Tomatoes or anything like that.
Did they take that thing off, or they still have that on? They did?
They took it off. I saw it.
The other thing we talked about, like they took off the thing where you can't say if you want to see a movie, but weren't they supposed to take both of them off? For it to be fair?
I think as far as I know it, they still only took off the I don't want to see.
See, that's not right though.
I haven't heard anything about the other thing about.
Oh, why did I sent you the? I'm sorry, I sent you the Zoom. I was supposed to send it to Scott. All right.
That's okay. I'll come in on 2.
You come back in again.
Because everybody would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Discovery now, that was a shocker. Star Trek Discovery is renewed for a 3rd season.
Yeah.
But the kicker is that supposedly CBS All Access never paid for it. Netflix paid for it, and they were able to air it in the UK. So of course, CBS All Access should pay for 1 season at least.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous. That was the deal, that they had a weird deal with Netflix, I guess. But I'm thinking that it's just, maybe they'll pay for 1 series, but I don't think they'll pay for 2. I don't think they'll pay for a 4th season of Discovery.
That's why I think Discovery is going to have 3 seasons, and they're going to kick it.
Right. I don't know. I have to watch the new stuff to view it. I mean, I don't know if it's that good. I don't hear anybody talking about it.
Even if they picked it up, even if they said there was going to be 2 seasons right off the bat, that's even before the first season. I honestly think 3 seasons was going to be it, because that's all you can really get with Discovery is 3 seasons.
Like, let's just say a few million people see it compared to All Access, compared to like the amount that would see it in public. The chatter is very low on Discovery. People need to see it mainstream. Maybe that's why, in some cases, the streaming services maybe just put it on regular TV.
And that's what I said.
We've been saying that when they first aired it. They aired the first episode ever, right? Or the first 2 episodes that they aired. Or no, first episode they aired on TV for a premiere. And they're like, hey, you want more? Pay for this. That's crazy. So I think they should just put it on CBS. They should put it on like they do with Netflix. They should put it on. We've said this. Put it on season 1 right now on CBS.
And when season 3 kicks in,
put it in season 2. Right.
If they're going to do that, then let's put, when season 3 drops, put those 2 first seasons on network TV.
Right.
And then see how things go from there.
And even if it's a year old,
the last 2 seasons or the next season's on television.
And if it's a year old and they're worried about putting it in prominent space, put it on a time that's not prominent, just as long as you get it out there. Put it on like a Saturday or something or whatever. Just get it out there. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's not.
It's a win-win because it did what it had to do in CBS All Access, and even though it's been out over a year, like in that case, if it's a year behind, any ratings to it will add to it. I think. I don't know. Okay, I want to talk about the Batista thing because we didn't get to talk too much about that. I saw the clips, Chris.
Good old Dave Batista.
Dude, I think that's cool, though. You don't think that's cool?
I think it's interesting. I wasn't expecting Dave Batista to be the heel in all of this, but he's usually better as a heel, and there's going to be kind of an interesting dynamic there with Triple H as the quote unquote face.
Yeah.
While Vince McMahon has now become the ultimate heel.
Right.
Which is just fantastic. It's just so entertaining.
But he always been the heel, haven't he?
Huh?
I said he always been the heel, though.
He goes back and forth every now and then, but now he's like definitely a heel. It's great. He's so entertaining as a heel.
So now I guess Guardians of the Galaxy 3, they're not doing it yet. And is he done with movies?
He certainly made it sound that way, but I don't think he's completely done.
You think he's going to be in Suicide Squad?
I don't know.
Because I heard that he might be. With like Killer Croc or something or whatever?
Well, I mean, the other Killer Croc was so forgettable, so I mean, no offense, but
right. I was telling Scott, I think it was I was talking you and me, Chris, were talking off air about throw James Gunn in there too.
Yeah.
as a manager or something in WWE.
Ring, yeah.
Beat up Mickey Mouse, like why not? They always used to do stuff like that.
Break a Groot doll or something.
Yeah. Maybe claw off Vin Diesel. Who knows? They should do like a crossover with that. That'd be fun. So, I guess wrestling is good now or no? Up in the air?
It's all right. There are things that are picking up.
Sorry, Chris. I've been seeing a lot of what's her name? I forget her name.
Good old
Ronda Rousey.
They call her the man, like
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch, yes, I've been seeing a lot of her, and they've been saying that she's tracking. Like 20 years ago, they did a storyline with Stone Cold where he was taken away from. He did something. He was taken off premises by God, and everybody been talking about Becky Lynch doing a similar thing to Stone Cold.
She's the most over person in that company right now.
Really?
Absolutely.
What the hell is she? Like, what do you mean?
She got more over than Ronda Rousey. She got more over than Charlotte. She's more over than Roman Reigns. She's more over than everybody.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
she is the thing right now.
Yes, she is.
It's starting to border that situation I was telling you about last night, Joe,
Mhm.
where in 2014 it was either Daniel Bryan or nothing.
Right.
It's starting to become it's either Becky Lynch or we're not going to the shows.
But like, are they going to do a thing where they're going to have it go for the men's belt, to like just where she can get the title too? No, okay.
No. So she won the women's Royal Rumble this year, and they've been playing up this quote unquote leg injury that she has, which she doesn't really have a leg injury as far as we know. And if she does, it's not something that's as bad as they're saying. It's just part of really the storyline. And basically what happened was she came out, and the winner of the Royal Rumbles get to pick what champion they want to fight on either show, either Raw or SmackDown Live.
Right.
So she came out and she said, I want Ronda Rousey, because originally what was supposed to happen was in November of 2018, she was the champion for SmackDown Live, and Ronda Rousey was and still is the champion for Raw.
Right.
And at Survivor Series, it's a Raw versus SmackDown show. So what was supposed to happen was it was supposed to be Ronda versus Becky, champion versus champion, right?
Right.
Well, they did this invasion storyline on Monday Night Raw, like 2 weeks before Survivor Series, where Becky and some of the women from SmackDown invaded Raw, and there was a segment backstage where she basically got Ronda in her finishing hold, and she, quote unquote, got the upper hand. And what happened was all the women for Raw were basically in the ring at the time, and the SmackDown women, including Becky Lynch, jumped in the ring and started attacking them.
Oh.
Well, one of them, her name's Nia Jax, and if you don't watch wrestling, you probably don't know, but she's like, Nia Jax is a frightening woman. She's huge. Like, she's tall, she's really strong.
Right.
Pretty scary looking, right?
Okay.
She accidentally threw an actual punch. And she hit Becky Lynch in the face and broke her nose.
Oh my God.
And it was so bad. But, like, she was bleeding out almost. But she sold it so well that it almost looked like she didn't care that her nose was broken. Like, there's a like, now infamous, I would say borderline, possibly the greatest thing that Becky Lynch has ever done, where the women are escaping through the crowd after they beat up the women on Raw. And Becky Lynch turns around and she looks down. Her face is all bloody, and she just looks like, yeah, what the hell are you guys gonna do, right?
Right.
And it's super popular now because she just looks like she doesn't care. And it turns out that that she got hit so hard that not only did she have a broken nose, but she also had a concussion.
Oh.
So the WWE doctors were like, under no circumstances is this woman wrestling for the next month. It's not happening, right? So they had to cancel the match with her and Ronda, and they put Charlotte in there instead. And the match at Survivor Series was great. Then it was like, okay, WWE was like, okay, that was cool. Let's move on. And because they did that, people are like, no, wait, hold on a second. You never did the Becky Lynch Ronda Rousey match that we all wanted to see. So you're going to do that, right? And they were like, well, no, but you've got Charlotte. She's cool. And they were like, fuck Charlotte. Where's Becky Lynch? And they were like, well, we're not really putting her into the match. And that's when the shit hit the fan.
Really?
Because when Ronda came out and a couple nights later, they booed her out of the building.
Wow.
They booed her ass. It was so bad.
Damn.
Right? It was so bad that she fucked up on the mic. And she said probably the worst thing that you can say.
It's fake.
She got on the mic and she said, oh, you guys made me stutter. And I remember watching that and I went, uh-oh. Vince just popped a blood vessel backstage. It was so bad that they had to send out her opponent she was supposed to pick an opponent that night. They sent out her opponent just to stop her from talking on the mic.
Oh, my God.
So, and this was after, I believe this was after Becky won the Royal Rumble. But basically what happened was Becky had a title shot against Asuka, who's the current SmackDown Live Women's Champion. who's fantastic in her own right as well.
Mhm.
And she lost at the Royal Rumble. Then what happened was one of the competitors that was supposed to be in the Women's Royal Rumble, quote unquote, got hurt, was part of the storyline. And Becky came out and said, I'm taking her spot.
Mm.
So she took her spot and she won the Rumble.
So
So then,
what,
of course, she
sorry.
said, I'm picking Ronda as my opponent. About, I think it was 2 weeks ago, they're about to, like, start promoting the match. Ronda and Becky are in the ring. And Vince comes out. And he comes out right after Stephanie was like, this is going to be the main event at WrestleMania. It's going to be one of the biggest main events ever, Ronda versus Becky for the Raw title. It's set. You guys are going to fight. Can't wait for WrestleMania. Then Vince comes out. And he's like, no, it's not happening.
Okay.
Becky, you're suspended. We're putting Charlotte in the match.
Yes. Okay. So that's so that's
So-
what the. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So that's what.
So that's been the never-ending drama that's been going lately. And what happened last night, or excuse me, on Monday, was Becky showed up in the crowd, and she came out and she started attacking everybody, and she got arrested.
Yeah. Again.
And she got arrested, you know, storyline wise.
Yeah.
And then Ronda got on the mic and she was like, Stephanie, I'm not fighting Charlotte at WrestleMania. It's gonna be Becky, or else it's not happening.
Right.
And they were like, well, Ronda, you can't pick your opponent. Vince picked your opponent. And she went, oh, okay. And then she dropped the belt and left.
Ooh,
Ooh.
damn.
So she did very well. Ronda's not like great on the mic, but on Monday she did great. She was just like, all right, fine. Dropped the
Wow.
belt and left.
So
So it's been really, really interesting. It's been the only like crazy thing that's really been going on this WrestleMania season. Everything else has been kind of predictable.
So my question is this before? I know this is after she confronted Stephanie McMahon in that ring, because that's what I saw.
Hmm.
And I don't know if this is before they was trying to solidify that match. God knows she went into the ring and Stephanie was like, she had the broken leg. Stephanie was like, you finna be, don't make me do this. I'm finna suspend you.
Yeah. That was a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Because what happened was they were like, Becky, you can't wrestle if your leg is injured, and you know, if you don't want us to suspend you, you have to go see the WWE doctor or something. And she was like, no, because I know what's going to happen. You paid off the doctor to make it be like, oh, you can't wrestle Ronda, because she's like, oh, because I'm getting more over than Ronda, yada, yada, yada. And then Stephanie was like, oh, well, then you're suspended. And then Becky attacked Stephanie.
Yes, she did.
And then
Wow.
the next night,
Good.
the next night Triple H comes out and he's like, listen, Becky, if you just go see the doctor, we'll lift the suspension.
I saw
And then
that.
she slaps Triple H. And it's just, she's been great. I've been calling her Stone Cold Becky Lynch for like the past
Yeah, that's what
like 3
everybody
months.
calling her. Like
Because I mean, she's just doing a great job. I mean,
Yeah.
she's one of those cases where you just get over, and then she just knows how to add more. She eviscerates people on Twitter. It's fantastic. If you ever
Really?
go on Becky Lynch's Twitter page, she destroys everybody.
Really?
Like,
But she's
merciless.
in character still? Like, just-
Yeah.
that's an in character Twitter account,
Wow.
isn't it?
Yeah, she like literally just wipes everybody out. And then, I've been saying too that Vince has become my favorite heel recently because he did the same thing on SmackDown last night. There's a wrestler by the name of Kofi Kingston, who's one of the New Day, who is getting over like crazy right now because he had like an hour-plus match, like a gauntlet match on SmackDown Live a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
And people want him to have the belt. And they're like, give him the belt. And he just earned an opportunity against the current WWE champion, Daniel Bryan, right?
Mhm.
So they're in the ring on yesterday. They're about to sign the contract. Daniel Bryan signs the contract. He gives it to Kofi. Kofi starts talking. He's like, I've been here 11 years. I've never had an opportunity, but now I do. And I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to beat you, Daniel Bryan. I'm going to become the champion, yada, yada, yada. Stephanie and Shane are in the ring. They're like, yes, congratulations, Kofi. You know, you're going to, you know, if you keep fighting, you're going to be the champion. The two guys from the New Day, Big Xavier Woods, are behind him. He's about to sign the contract, and Vince McMahon's music hits, right? He comes out, and he's like, oh, Kofi, you're great. I appreciate everything you've done the past 11 years and recently. And he goes, but I'm replacing you with Kevin Owens.
Oh, my God.
And he takes him out of the match. And it's so entertaining because he knows he's being a dick, and he just loves it. And it's great. It's
That's
great.
Awesome. I gotta start watching wrestling now again, instead of just snippets here and there.
And they just called up my boy from NXT, Aleister Black. Can't wait.
Wow.
He's been doing really well so far, so let's just hope that keeps going.
Sounds good, man. All right, so maybe we can cover wrestling once in a while. Maybe we'll start doing that. I can watch it again. That'd be cool. Okay, so we also got today. I had posted on Facebook. I got a thing from Marvel that the next big storyline for August, and it looks like it's Carnage, I think, attacking everybody. And they're reaching out to Venom on the ceiling or something, like Spider-Man and Captain America. And so I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. Or it could be symbiote and not Carnage. But they said everyone's a target. Scott, do you have that thing? Or did I ever send that to you?
I didn't see it. I went back and looked. I did see it online though.
Yeah, let me get it. I want to screen share it again. And it's funny that they should drop this today. You know, I wasn't expecting it, but they dropped it today when they didn't even start their War of the Realms. War of the Realms is their big storyline, and it didn't even start yet. Let me just. I want to get the. Hold on. I want to get it without showing. Let me see. What is that called? All right. Well, I guess we'll show it briefly. You can't wait. You know what, Chris? If I send this to you, could you get the picture or no? I don't. I'm trying to get it without sharing it. Like I don't want to show anybody's name or anything.
Yeah, I should be able to.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna send this to you, Chris, and see if you could somehow get the picture without the stuff. Yeah. Let's see. It's a little slow. I don't know why. Hold on. Come on. How you doing, Vaughn? Doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Okay. All right, Chris. Here it is. Or maybe not. Okay. You see it?
Yeah, it's just loading. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to isolate it where I show people's names and stuff. I don't know if it's on a Google thing or something, or if there's a way we could. You know what? Maybe I'll just do this. I have the picture. This is what I'll do.
Venom looks like he's falling. He's like, whoa!
Right? I'll do it like this, maybe. So, technical difficulties, people. Give us a second. Ah. I know.
It's DC.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that Carnage also absorbing Captain Marvel?
That's what I think it is.
Wait, now, how could that be possible?
Right?
I thought she was the most powerful of everything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I guess Carnage is greater
You're
than...
fired!
Oh, yeah, what have I done? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Hold on. This is impossible. How could he have defeated Captain Marvel?
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's the...
There you go.
There it is.
Oh, no. The SJWs must be spinning over in their graves.
He's even got the Hulk.
Hulk's going in Hulk's mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That looks like it's Carnage. I don't know.
It might not be because I'm seeing a lot of red, but no black.
There's black. Look. There's
Well,
black
that's back there. That's back there, but that's because it's like a shadow, though.
Yeah.
Well,
Like the symbiote is usually red and black.
I mean, could it be just symbiotes, or
Could be multiple ones, maybe.
could it be like Carnage has kids? Well,
Maybe
Carnage
it's a
already
new
had a kid,
symbiote.
didn't he? Didn't Carnage already have a kid?
I'm not sure. Actually, but maybe it's a new symbiote.
So wait, that's Hawkeye. Right?
Here, yep.
Yeah.
That's Captain Marvel.
Hawkeye,
That's the
yeah.
Hulk. So it looks like he's
The
picking
thing
at
is
the
back there
event.
too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. That you just covered.
Oh
it.
yeah, the hands up. Yes.
Yeah.
So the Fantastic Four are involved also. Okay.
Oh, so basically everybody's dead
Right.
except Venom. Look at Venom. He's like, whoa, what's going on?
Well, it looks like maybe like freaking Carnage tied him up to the top, like, and you know, he looks like
Unless
he's
it's just,
overblown.
you know how a lot of times when they do the whole comic book thing, they have the villain or the hero like as like a backdrop, just as a shadow. Maybe that's the way.
Could
is.
it be Venom? That's the villain, and just
I was just about what if maybe it's either Venom or Null. What if it's Null,
Null is the
symbiote god?
Maybe.
Maybe he found a way to Earth or something. Because I know they're doing that storyline. I don't know if that storyline's connected to this, but I know. Venom,
I know the guy got death threats.
Did he?
Right? Yeah, they threatened him. I think he has to get security because they don't like what he's doing to. He's retconning Venom's Eddie Brock's past.
Oh.
And people were flipping out. They're like, what do you mean he has a brother? What do you mean he has an uncle? What do you mean the symbiote is taking memories from him or screwing up his brain? What do you mean like the symbiote is like what the so people are just losing their shit right now. And they're like they gave him death threats. It was like, wow. So they don't like what's going on in the comic. Well, some of them don't. Some do. So but it's funny because like I said, this is what's going to be happening, War of the Realms. And, you know, I've been very critical in the past couple of casts because, Chris, explain this to me. I'm going to show it to you, right? Tell me what's wrong with this picture, all right? Be brutally honest.
The pressure is on.
All right? Brutally honest. Where's the picture? Okay. What's wrong with this picture?
Well, oh, wow, this is what you were talking about last night when he had
Yeah.
the sword and the shield and he's got the
Right.
thing on his head. And yeah.
So, like, how could he shoot webs? He's got a sword in his hand. He's got a shield in his hand. He looks like Wonder Woman, basically.
He's basically he's got to drop everything and then shoot the webs.
Like, but like, is he even Spider-Man? Like, it's like that's not. And with Spider Sense, why do you need a shield?
Because it looks cool.
I mean, I guess, right?
That's it. That's it.
This is what they're going for. Hey, you know what? Look cool with Luke Cage? A hammer. Luke Cage has got. I can't even pronounce the name. Whatever. Yeah.
He's got Mjolnir.
Yeah. Well, supposedly Mjolnir got split into like 5 Mjolnirs.
Yeah, of course.
Right. Look, and then Daredevil.
Scott's face was perfect there.
And then it's like, what would you see this? How would you be able to explain this if they had the Netflix series? Fucking Daredevil in the middle of fucking Asgard or some shit with a sword. It's
Why
like,
not?
what?
Why not? It looks cool.
You know what the funny thing is? They have these storylines, but they never put certain people in it. Like, you never see, like, Daredevil with anything. Even the Punisher. Punisher's like, hey, man, Now I can use these guns. Look at these
You want to know
creatures.
why, though? Because The Punisher and Daredevil are popular Netflix series. So they're like, we got to
There
make
you go.
Same thing with Luke Cage. And I'm surprised Jessica Jones doesn't show up there, you know?
You know what? I want to know where the Eternals are. Because we need to call them. They need to help us. Oh, look, there's Shang-Chi.
Boy.
This is your star. This guy's getting a movie next year. He's phase 4, baby.
What does he do?
Shang-Chi. He's got nunchucks.
What's so special about him? Do they
talk about an outdated...
Do they turn into a sword?
Right. Talk about an outdated WWE gimmick.
Yeah.
From like the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get nunchucks.
You got a dog that teleports. We got a panda bear. It's like, come on. It's like, whoa.
It's Glacier's pet.
Right. Let's have Sabretooth with dogs because that looks attractive. Yeah, he's got dogs. Right, because he needs dogs.
I guess Glacier would have a polar bear rather than a panda, but hey, whatever.
And now we got another thing. We got the War Avengers, people. Get those action figures ready. We got the Hulkverine.
It's the most powerful being in all of fiction.
That out the last time you showed them.
And who's next to her? Deadpool.
Well, yeah.
Talk about the Marvel merger, baby. Yeah, and Venom's got his tongue almost on Deadpool's head. Oh wait, this is it too. You got Lady Sif, who's getting a supposedly Disney streaming service, show, and Winter Soldier's in the corner. He's getting a streaming service. Venom is Sony. Deadpool's coming to Marvel. Captain Britain is rumored that they're gonna have a Captain Britain movie at some point in time, and then Hulkverine. There you go.
Okay, I'm awake now. Did somebody say something about Captain Britain? I think I just saw the movie, but it was just a dream.
Now this team up, I don't understand. You can't even call her She-Hulk anymore because that's because women can do anything a man can do. So this is the Hulk now with boobs, and there is Blade, Ghost Rider. I don't even know who that girl is. Who is that? With the Punisher. It's like, wait,
is that Magic?
Why does the Punisher look like he's dressed for working around the house? Like
who is that woman? Lady Frisia? Oh, wait, that's one of the. Is that one of the Warrior Three's girls, wives or something?
Maybe it's one of the Eternals.
Oh God, I don't know. Why does Captain America have a friggin' axe? Hey man, I'm taking a picture of selfie with an axe. It's like, come on.
He has to ask you a question about freedom.
So Daredevil was upset that they canceled his show and he killed everybody on the Rainbow Bridge. Come on.
Yep.
Wow. Thank you, Asgard, for giving him powers. Because thank you.
They don't give him his sight, but they give him other powers. Okay.
I like Captain America's coat. Look at that. It's cold. He's got a coat, and there's Wolverine right there too, chilling. That's great. And Iron Fist. Let's just throw Iron Fist in there because you got canceled too. Look, they got Luke Cage.
Solo in episode 7. Oh, you're cold.
Look, they got Luke Cage with a different Mjolnir and Iron Fist because let's represent Netflix. Wait, who's dead in the hands? Somebody's dead. Oh, is that Thor? Look like Thor is dead in the creature's hand. It's like, wow, they're really going all out with this stuff.
Well, I guess that's the end of Thor.
That's not a woman. That's Wonder Woman, Spider-Man right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Right. Now let's make Venom a dog too. Yeah. That's the guy that's Christopher Eccleston. Let's get the Dark World and do a spin on it. That's the guy, right? Malik or whatever.
Malekith.
Right. He made Venom his dog because Thanos did it with the Hulk. So why not? That looks cool. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
This is some weird stuff going on, man. It's like they threw stuff in a mixer, right? Because they wanted something interesting, and it's on crack. And who the hell is Atlas? Let's get this book, Agents of Atlas. What does that mean? Who? What's Atlas?
That's their next Avengers when Endgame is over.
Is Atlas the one? Is that space station for Shield? I forget.
Wait, these are bees? There's bees. They're riding dogs, and that's the Phantom Rider. Now they're in the past too? Like, I don't even know what's happening with this. This is just like Journey in the Mystery. They're holding women are holding babies while fighting. Like, I don't even understand what's going on. Like,
you know what's funny though is that like half of these stories will probably turn out to be really good though.
Miles Morales is eating a sandwich. You see that?
Hey, you gotta eat.
He's eating a sandwich. There's a baby being held by a superhero, and they're about to get attacked by demons. It's like, wow. I don't even know.
One of the women there holding off is probably made.
He's holding the baby here too. Wait, do you see that? Miles Morales is holding the kid while they're fighting. That's what is going on. And then you got Fantastic Four in the middle of it with a huge tiger and shit. Like, this is the weirdest. Somebody must have been on something when they created this storyline. This is, like, weird. Maybe it's good, Chris and Vaughn and Scott. I don't know. Like, but then we got
probably going to be the only good thing is about them.
But then we got this stuff, you know, the new Savage Avengers #1 with Conan the Barbarian's a member. Yeah, man. And it's bloody. I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, you know what I wanted to show you guys? I don't know if I showed you.
We got less than a minute here.
Oh, we do? All right, I'll show it on another cast. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye for now.